What's up everyone, Evo Revolution here, and today I'm going to be ranking all the Hoenn Pokemon from Gen 3. Now, Hoenn for me is a personal one of my favorites, so I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, we got the tier list started up here, S being it's a perfect Pokemon in my opinion, all the way down to F to a Pokemon that I absolutely despise. I have all the Megas ranked down here because I don't want to rank the Megas right now. I'll do that at a different time. But I think we'll go ahead and get started by starting off with Trico. And Trico, in my honest opinion, is a great starter. I honestly think behind Gen 1 and possibly even better than Gen 1 that this is the greatest starting trio of all time. So I'm actually going to put Trico up here as an S tier Pokemon. Just a flawless design. I love that a lot. Grovyle is also in a fantastic middle evolution. It's very rare for a middle evolution to be great, in my opinion, and I think Grovyle does just that. Sceptile is also a very beloved design. I love it so much. Even though I started with Torchic and got it to Blaziken, I didn't feel the same connection I did with Sceptile, and it's arguably my favorite grass starter of all time. Torchic is also another phenomenal S tier choice, just a beloved little chicken guy. How do you not love him? Sadly, Combuskin does not continue the trend, as Combuskin really doesn't do anything for me as a Pokemon design. I just kind of look at it and I just go, that's inappropriate. Blaziken, though, however, continues it. Perfect S tier Pokemon, amazing design, just absolutely amazing. Do you like Mudkip? I like Mudkip. Definitely another S tier design Pokemon, just a phenomenal. Honestly, yeah, when I look at up here, this is probably the best starting trio. Marshtomp, I don't love Marshtomp, but I like him. He's a smiley little derpy little guy, and how do you not love that? Swampert, even though I do love him, and I do think that he is on par with Sceptile and Blaziken, he's just not an S tier for me. I love him deeply, but he's just not an S tier for me. Poochyena, cute little dog. I like the cute little dog. Mightyena is about a B. I like him. He's definitely a good, strong evolution to Poochyena. Zigzagoon and Linoon, I'm kind of meh about. Wurple's cute, but that's about all I got going for him. Silcoon and Cascoon, I'm not really the biggest fans of them because they were honestly nightmares trying to evolve as a kid and not completely understanding. Not really. You'd think with Metapod and Kakuna that I would have done better, but for some reason, nah, as a kid, I didn't comprehend that. Beautifly is a really nice Pokemon, while Dustox is kind of a meh. I don't really feel anything for it. I love Lotad. I love Lotad a lot. I think it's a great Pokemon, honestly. Lombre, I don't really feel anything for that much, just because it's, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird evolution for it. Ludicolo, though, honestly, debatable S tier, but I'm going to put him in the A tier because I feel comfortable putting him up there. I love him. I love his dancing. Just, you know, that entire line being a water grass type is just fantastic. Seedot. I like Seedot. Seedot's pretty cool. Nuzleaf, I kind of feel the same thing about him with Lombre. Shiftry, though, I do love Shiftry. He kind of reminds me of a Master Jiraiya from Naruto. That's the kind of vibes I get from him, and I absolutely love it. Tailo is cute, and I like Tailo, but Swellow's a bigger bird, and I honestly love Swellow a lot. Wingull, he's cute, and Pelipper, he's solid. That was a very nice Pokemon. Ralts is cute. Kirlia is cool. I love Ralts. Ralts is kind of like that guy that you can just you can hold him. He's a sweet little guy. Gardevoir, it's a good Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon, especially when it got the fairy typing. Hands down, an excellent Pokemon for your team. Surskit, I like Surskit a lot. And Masquerain, Masquerain's a really cool water bug type. So I definitely say that he's definitely up there for an A tier Pokemon. Shroomish I like Shroomish a lot. And Breloom is a awesome mushroom Pokemon. I didn't realize how good it was when I was younger, but now I realize that this guy's good. He's good. Slackoff is kind of my spirit animal, and I love him. Well, I like him. Vigoroth is also another one that I like a lot. Slacking I like. I would put him as a love, but that ability kind of hinders him a little bit. Nincada I don't really feel too much for. And Shedinja I think is dope. I like Shedinja a lot. That's Ninjask, my apologies. Shedinja though, I like. It's a funny gimmick. That's what he has with being one of the ones with Wonder Guard, if not the only one with Wonder Guard. But I like him. He's cool. Wishmer. The entire Wishmer line is honestly likable. I like all the Wishmer line. Makuhita, Hariyama, they're the same. I like them. Azumarill falls into the classification of there is no reason for that thing to exist. So it's definitely going down in the F tier. Nosepass, I don't feel anything for. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. Skitty is cute, and Skitty deserves to be up here at B. However, Delcatty is not as beloved for me, so I'm just kind of, I wish I would have kept it as a Skitty. Sableye just kind of looks like a funny little prankster guy, and how do you not love that? Mawile, I didn't really feel anything towards Mawile at all, especially during my younger days. He got a Mega, and I thought that was cool, and it became more useful, but at the same time, I still doesn't spark enough interest for me to put him any higher than C. Aeron and Larion. Aeron specifically, I love. He's a small, little, cute guy. How do you not love that? Larion is a bigger version, like a very big, bulky version, and without a doubt deserves some love. Aggron, however, in my opinion, is a phenomenal metal rock dinosaur. Like, without a doubt, fantastic. Meditite, I don't really feel anything for. And Metachan, I don't really feel anything for that much. Like, cool psychic fighting concept, but other than that, their designs are not the best. Electrike, I love this cute little dog, as well as Electrike, just a phenomenal electric type. We're gonna pretend that he was there to begin with. Flustle and Minun, I don't feel anything for. I think it was cool that they brought in like gender version of these guys for Pikachu clones, but since they were weak and didn't provide anything more, they were just kind of there. I don't like these two one bit. I know I kind of comparing them to these guys, they're just fat bugs. Not really anything special. I like Roselia. I like Roselia a lot. I think it has a really great design. But I wouldn't put him as like a love because mainly it's from Pokemon Go. That's kind of where I get him because he's actually really good in that game. But that's all I'll say about that. We all know the joke to this one, and that's the only reason why I put him as like I like him, because of the joke. Other than that, he'd be in C, just like his evolution, because I don't really feel much towards that line at all. Carnivine, I don't really mind that much. Sharpedo, though, he's a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. Wailmer he's alright. I don't really care for him too much, but Wailord's definitely dope. It's very dope. Numel, I don't really feel anything towards, and Camerup's kind of the same way. Shiny wise though, Camerup's a lot different, but for here, quad weak to water, just not my cup of tea. Torkoal's cool. I like Torkoal. He's a cool little guy. In the anime, he was a little crybaby, but it was funny, so it kind of worked out. Spoink is, let's try to think here. Spoink is a pig, and he bounces. What's not to love about that? Grumpig is a fat pig. Not as cute or adorable. Spinda is cute and funny. Watch you walk him around and do stuff. I love Trapinch. Vibrava is good. Flygon is perfection. Like, honestly, one of the few Pokemon that deserves to be a pseudo. That's just not a pseudo. Cacnea. I like Cacnea. Cacnea is cool. While Cacturn is not really that exciting to me. A much bigger Cacnea, but, you know, humanoid in this case. And I don't know how I feel about a humanoid cactus. Swablu is a cute bird, and Altaria is really cool. I like them. I like them both. Zangoose, a phenomenal design Pokemon. I love him a lot. Well, unfortunately, Seviper is a snake, and if you watch my Kanto version, you know that I don't like snakes. So, D tier it is. Lunatone and Solrock are kind of this weird, I like them, but I don't. So I'll put them in the C tier. I like that they're, you know, contrast of each other, but other than that, it's, I got nothing for it. Barboach, I don't really have anything for. And Wishcast, he's funny. I don't know why. That smile on his face, he just makes me giggle. Corphish. I like Corphish. I think Corphish is a really cool Pokemon. I think it's a decently designed crab. And Crawdon's not much different, even though I like Corphish more. I think they did a good job on him. Unfortunately, we're going to come to a string of I don't really feel anything for, I don't really feel anything for, don't really feel anything for. Like, these few guys, I just don't really feel much for. This little small group here, I've just never really cared for them that much. Even Anorith, like, you know, didn't really feel much for. Almaldo, though, kind of goes into the light category. I do like that. I do like that a lot. Feebas, I like Feebas because of the story behind it being kind of like an ugly looking fish and turning into a beautiful Milotic, which is definitely a really nice designed Pokemon. I have all the forms of Castform up here, but they're all likable. I like Castform. I don't think he's spectacular or anything, but I love his weather changes, and I wish that they would have done more weather changes for him, or even like when they added terrains and stuff like that, that he would be able to have new forms for that, but it is what it is. Kecleon. I like Kecleon. I like his gimmick and being able to camouflage and change, and I'm finally glad that we got him in Pokemon Go, like, not too long ago. Shuppet. Shuppet is kind of a meh Pokemon as Bantai, however you want to pronounce it. Duskull's cool. Dusclops is really cool. Tropius is also another really cool one. Jamaica I don't really feel anything for. It's kind of just there, honestly. Absol, however, is an S tier Pokemon. Phenomenal design. Love the backstory behind it. It's just great. It's perfect. Why not falls in the classification of baby, so it's completely useless and I hate it, but because of it being a Wobbuffet gimmick, it makes me hate it less. So I'll put him in D tier. Snorunt is cute. I'll put him in the B tier. And Glalie is also really dope. I'll put him in the B tier. Spheal, I love Spheal. It's a small, round little guy. How do you not love that? Celio kind of makes me uncomfortable with that thick-ass mustache. Walrein, though, is a dope Pokemon, and I love it. Clay and Pearl, I don't really feel anything for. Huntail is a meh. Gorobus is meh. Then you got Relicanth, which I don't really feel anything for. Same as Love Disc. Now we start to get into the pseudos and legendaries. I love Bagon. I love Bagon. I think it's a cute design, cool design, everything in between. Shelgon, he's cool. He's just kind of like a, just a shell until he hatches into Salamence, which it's a big dragon. I don't need to say anything more. Beldum is another one that I love. And I also love Metatang as well, actually. I think Metatang is also like really cool. And Metagross is an S tier phenomenal shiny, without a doubt. For the Reggies, I don't actually really feel anything for them. They're kind of that trio. They were the first trio that I was just kind of like, huh. Well, okay then. Yeah, they got some really cool lore about them, and then it continues on down for future generations, but I just don't really feel anything for them. Latios and Latios are cool. They're very dope. I like them. I think they're very cool. Perfect representations of like version exclusive Ruby and Sapphire Pokemon, or they're flipped. I don't remember which. It is what it is. The legendary Weather Trio, honestly, are possibly the best trio. And Rayquaza is arguably my favorite Pokemon of all time. So without a shadow of a doubt, these three are S tier perfect Pokemon. Jirachi, I love Jirachi. I love Jirachi a lot. He might set the bar for S tier Pokemon for me. I'm gonna put him there, but I think he's definitely on the threshold of A. Now Deoxys is an interesting take because I actually have forms that I like and then forms that I'm not the biggest fan of. So we'll start with my least favorite form, the defense form. Big, strong, bulky guy, without a doubt. But I don't feel anything for it because I'm just not big about it aesthetically. It's just a big, bulky thing. Whatever. The normal form Deoxys. I like it. I like the normal form Deoxys. But I don't love it. I think it's cool. I think it's dope. But I think they have better designs. The attack form hits hard. It hits like a truck, but it's frail. But I like it. The speed form, however, I think it's dope. I think it's awesome. And I love it. I love the speed type Pokemon, and I think Deoxys speed form is arguably one of the better designs, especially amongst the what are they called again? Deoxys group, I guess. It's one of Deoxys' best forms. Now for me to rank my S tier Pokemon from my favorite to my least favorite, we're going to go ahead and slap Rayquaza up in front and Sceptile right behind him. Absol is probably, this is where it gets tricky, but I think what we're going to go ahead and do is I think we're going to go ahead and put Absol third, Salamence fourth, Metagross 5th, Blaziken 6th, Flygon 7th, then Aggron. Actually, no, we gotta put these guys in here because I like Groudon more, and I think I would put Kyogre behind Salamence. Yeah, that's how I'd probably go ahead and do it. I think. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right there. That's actually really good. That's how I'd rank my S tier Pokemon from favorite to least favorite. And I think this right here is my list of Hoenn Pokemon. So I think that will wrap up this video. Appreciate you guys looking into it. Please like and subscribe if you like this type of content. It means a lot to me. And let me know how you think I did in the comment section, whether or not that you agree with my list and what differences that you would have made in my list and my rankings. And hope you all take care of yourselves. Later.